What's good, YouTube? We back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I turned this Herbie Hancock sample into a dope beat. But before we hop into the video, I just want to let you guys know that I plan on uploading every day this week, and this is my third day in a row uploading. So make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned with all the dope content that I got planned for you guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Alright y'all, so first I'm going to give y'all a preview of the beat, then I'm going to show you guys how I made it.
I got that. Which motherfucker stole my flow?
Alright, so that's just a small little preview, and let's get into how I made this thing. So I started off with the sample first because I've been wanting to flip this for a minute. I flipped it in the past, but I just want to, revisit it. So this is the part that I sampled. So once I threw the sample into Serato Studio, I chopped it up as you can see right here, and I played it out. I wanted to give it like a choppy feel, so what I did was I left a little bit of space in between each chop. It's very minimal. You can barely see it, but I left just a little bit of space so it can have like a gated, choppy sound to it. And this is what I got. So as you can see, this bar is blank. The reason why it's blank is because I duplicated it and played the same chops, but I upped the pitch by 2 times. So where is it at? So as you can see, 1 right there, -1 right here. So I kind of wanted to give it that same sound whenever you press this keyboard, and you get to play the sounds chromatically. Well, you can't do it right here. I wanted that sound, but I couldn't chop it up and do that at the same time. So I just played the chops and then duplicated it, and then on the next bar I played the chops again, but on a channel where the pitch is raised by 2 points. After that, I decided to program the drums. So the first drum that I programmed, you can't even hear. Let me show you why. I put it on this deck right here and muted it. Then I went over to the chops channel and added a sidechain effect to it, as you can see. After adding that effect, I went to that same deck, as you can see. It's called deck 1. I'll go to deck 1, go to those hi-hats. What this does is whenever the hi-hats trigger, the sample ducks because it's being sidechained by this hi-hat. But I didn't want you guys to hear the hi-hat. I just wanted to have the sample ducking every time that hi-hat played. So I routed the sidechain to these hi-hats and muted them. Simple. With that being done, it gives the sample a sound like this. After I had that, then I decided to program the actual drums. First, I started off with just the hi-hats. Then I added the kick and the snare. Then I added a few more hi-hats and some vocals. So let me show you guys how that turned out. So these are the hi-hats by themselves. Simple pattern. Then I added the snare and the kick drum. Then I added on top of those and added 2 more different hi-hats. Well, a hi-hat and a shaker. And topped it off with some vocals. And I was super satisfied with this sound. It sounded exactly how I wanted it to sound. It sounded exactly how I wanted it to sound, and I really didn't know what else to do. So all I did was add a bunch of scenes and had different effects on them, and of course, I had to add some vocals. So let me just show you a few effects that I did, and then I'll show you the vocals. So since I had these 2 channels for the sample, I was able to pull off some pretty cool effects. So on the first one that played, I had a low pass filter, and then on the second one, I had a high pass filter, and that turned out to sound like this. And I can even get a little bit crazier and add a flex fader to it. After that, I added a channel with just a low pass filter, and then I added one with just a high pass filter on both. And after that, I made a scene where I automated the volume levels to mute out smoothly at the end of the track. So it sounds something like this. And then yeah, after I had all those sounds, sequenced them and added these vocals. So it's just some basic Busta Rhymes vocals. I mean, everybody uses this acapella.
I got that not shit. Got you all in check.
So with all that, I ended up getting this for the finished product.
Songs you never heard I got that. Which motherfucker stole my flow? Got you all in check. I got that.
Alright y'all, so that's how I made the beat. I'm pretty satisfied with the way it turned out because it sounds exactly how I wanted it to sound. If you guys have anything that you want me to post, or you guys have any good video ideas, just let me know. I'm all ears. But yeah, I don't really got much to say at the end of this video. Just make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1K. And yeah, peace out.